So without wasting much time, our facilitator, thank you. Our facilitator is already here, so I'm just going to introduce her. Her name is Mrs. Amarachi Ifeanyi-Ngige. I'll just quickly do a rundown. I'll run through her profile so we know the giant we have in the building with us today. Yay! Amarachi Ifeanyi-Ngige is a passionate educator and a learning community leader with over a decade of experience inside and outside the classroom. Her journey into education began with an advanced diploma in early childhood education from the University of Lagos and a postgraduate in education from the National Open University. She has pursued extensive professional development, earning certifications in emotional intelligence, mental health, and suicidal awareness, project-based learning, alternative teaching methods for students with special needs, and training as a certified reading teacher and Montessori directorate. She also holds a 120-hour TEFL certificate with high distinction, qualifying her to teach English to non-native speakers. Most recently, she completed a 6-month professional development course titled Succeeding at Leading a Learning Community, a school leadership program from Late Foundation Africa. Amarachi began her teaching career in 2014 as a preschool assistant teacher in Nigeria and has since supported students aged 3 to 16 across various settings. Her strengths include communication, leadership, team collaboration, adaptability, emotional intelligence, and creativity. Amarachi is the founder of the EYT Academy, an online school that provides academic support to students between pre-K to year 12. And also the founder of the 360teacher.co, a growing community committed to teaching excellence. Through this platform, she supports educators in enhancing their communication and soft skills while helping them thrive personally and professionally. Her work is guided by her core values: professionalism, integrity, excellence, love, respect, and meaningful parent partnership, values that shape every interaction and initiative she leads. She is a member of the British Council Teacher Network. Please, men and brethren, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the one and only Mrs. Amarachi Ifeanyi-Ngige. Please appreciate her in the comments. I want to see the comments. Tell her welcome. Let's roll out the red carpet for her. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Welcome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming to
Thank
share
you.
your
When I
knowledge.
hear my profile read like that, when I
Yeah.
hear my profile read, like I'm like, who is this person? When did you do all these ones? When did you do all these ones? How
Yeah.
old am I?
We want to be like you when we
Thank
grow up.
you.
We'll cut soap for us, though.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mrs. O. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm delighted to be here. I'm delighted to be here. I'm so happy that I get to do this. I'm delighted to be here. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I'm so glad to be here today. Right? Good evening. Good evening. I can see some very beautiful comments already. Good evening. Thank you and welcome. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I hope you can hear me. I hope you can see me.
Very clearly.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So today we'll be talking about, this conversation, right? It's not just about setting goals. I know most of us here are teachers and setting goals. I know that many of us did a New Year resolution, 2025. That crossover night, we all did New Year resolution, setting goals and everything, right? So when Mrs. O sent me this topic, I was like, oh, this is so timely because this is the second half of the year, right? And it's for us as teachers, we start our own year in September. So August is like a time when that's the only time when we get to, sit down and say what's going on, right? What's going on with us. I heard Mrs. O say something about check, am I going back into the classroom? If I'm going back into the classroom, what's my strategy to go back into the classroom? Am I just, what am I doing? Am I just winging it? But we can't afford to be winging it, not in this day and time, right? So it's a wonderful conversation, and I just hope that you gain one or two things. I hope you get value. I hope you get clarity after this session. And, just make sure that you're coming to this session, or you are at this session with an open mind. Sorry.
Who is writing on my screen?
Okay, sorry, I'm back. I think someone is annotating.
Someone is writing on my screen. Please, I beg you. I know your baby sign their houses. Don't write on my screen.
Okay, so thank you so much. So we'll just dive into it. Mrs. O has given me a very powerful, you know, introduction. Thank you so much for that. And like I said, this conversation is not just about setting goals. It's also about becoming the teacher that you were created to be, right? I'm a Christian, so I'm going to say a lot of, Christian things. So permit me, for those who are Muslims and all, permit me. So I want to start with a question. And like I said, please have your notes. You can jot down something. Mrs. O, please, you can move the slides. Thank
Okay.
you. So
All
you
right.
can have your notes with you. If you have your notes with you, you're going to be doing a lot of writing down. So please make sure you're doing a lot of writing down, and we can answer questions at the end of this session. So,
Okay, I assigned you slide control.
okay, I think I see from here.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so the first question I would like for us to answer is this: who am I becoming as a teacher? Right? You've been doing this for a couple of years. For some of us, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. So the question is, who am I becoming as a teacher? Who am I becoming as a teacher? I've been doing this for the longest of time. So who am I becoming as a teacher? When was the last time you just stopped, like truly stopped, not roll into the term every year, every year, every year? September starts, we start designing our classroom, cutting fluorescent papers and all of that, pasting on the wall, designs, print out, all of those things, getting ready, lesson notes, all of those things. Have you stopped and asked yourself, who am I becoming as a teacher? Not just what am I doing? What am I doing is the teaching, but who am I becoming? Session is framed into three parts, which are pause, reflect, and reset. Pause, reflect, and reset. Pause, reflect, and reset. So pausing is simply acknowledging where you are. Reflecting is simply understanding who you are becoming. And resetting is simply stepping into your power with clarity and intentional action. So pausing is acknowledging where you are. This is where I am. I'm a teacher who has spent 5 years. Okay, in these 5 years, I've taught over 20 students. I've helped students learn how to read. Who are you? Where are you right now? Acknowledge where you are. Then reflection are becoming. In this my journey of 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, who have I become, or who am I becoming? Then the next is reset, where you step into your power with clarity and intentional action. So while we answer this question, I want us to stay on a quote that says, "The mind, once stretched by a new idea, never returns to its original dimensions." This is by Olivia Wendell Holmes. So can anybody answer this question? Can you say, who am I becoming as a teacher? This is going to be an interactive session. So if you can answer, please just raise your digital hand and I would call you. I would love to hear from you. Do you know who you're becoming as a teacher? Who are you becoming as a teacher? Anybody? 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 I would love to hear from you. Anybody? Who am I becoming as a teacher? I see Ami Baby here. I see Abiola. I see Akombi Bukola. I see Eminence. I see Folake James. I see Gold. I see Irene. I see Iseni Ifoma. I see Titilayo. Who am I becoming as a teacher? You can write it in the chat box. Now, this is the part where you pause. We start with pausing. Where am I right now? Ask yourself, where am I right now? Where am I right now? Where am I right now? You know, teachers are always pouring into others, but we rarely stop to check our own direction. So I need you to write in your notebook. Write in your notebook. Just take your pen, take your paper, write in your notebook. Ask yourself 3 words to describe you as a teacher today. If there's something we call feedback as a tool for success, right? If I didn't know you before, I don't know you, and I step into your school, the school where you work, or any organization where you work, and I come there and I say to your colleague or someone, I say, oh, I'm just going to use a name randomly. Oh, can you give me 3 words to describe Abiola? What type of teacher is she? So 3 words. You need to write 3 words to describe yourself as a teacher. 3 words to describe yourself as a teacher today. The next question you should answer in your notebook is this. What do you love most about what you do? What do you love most? Do you love the children? Many teachers say they love the children. I'm not sure any teacher would say it's because of the money. Many teachers say they love the children. Many people say they love, the time, the flexibility that teaching gives them. Okay, instead of working in a bank where I get to spend, maybe I get to work 6 o'clock, 6 a.m. and I'm coming back at, say, 8 p.m. or 7 p.m. Oh, my school closes at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. I can still go home at 4, do the things that I need to do. So what do you love most about what you are currently doing? Is it the flexibility? Is it the children? Thank you for your response, Abiola. I am creative, I am lively, and I love being active. I love it. I love it. Thank you for your response. So you can please write in the chat box, right? So that I know you're here. No dull moments. I love it. So what do I love most about what I do? What do you love most about what you do? And what could I improve? Because we can't say that we're perfect. No, there's always that one thing. There's always that one thing. Teachers who would go far acknowledge the fact that there's always that one thing that you're working on, one thing that you're saying to yourself, oh, I am going to do better at this. I'm going to do better at this. I can do this, I can do that. But this part, this is my strength, this is my weakness. So what is that one thing you can improve on? What's that one thing you can improve on? So write down. I need you to write down. You can write in your notebook, you can write in the chat box, but please write down. And while you write down, I'm going to share a story, right, of a mentee someone had mentored, right? And this lady, I still mentor her. She's someone who I had mentored. She's been in the classroom her entire life, right? Very passionate, very skilled, loves her students to bits, but she's always had this creative spark for planning events, event coordination, event management. So there's this mentorship program I run for 6 months, and she signed up and all of that. And during that program, we identified her strength and we clarified her vision. And then this lady realized that event management was something that she had always wanted to explore. So we are not saying, oh, leave the classroom or don't leave the classroom. But like Mrs. O said at the start, am I going back into the classroom? If I am, what's my strategy? What's my strategy? Right? So for this lady, she realized that event management was something she had always wanted to explore. Not to replace her teaching, she still teaches in the classroom, but to expand her influence and creativity. So she took action, she signed up for trainings, got certification, started positioning herself as an expert. And today she has started a very small, beautiful brand in event management. So she didn't leave the classroom. She still teaches, she still impacts students daily, but now she's striving beyond the classroom as well. So for us, for some of us, in this time where we need to pause and reflect, for some of us, it's asking yourself, oh, I need my creative juices to flow more. I need to do better at this. I need to, how can I express myself more? Teaching is just one part of who I am. So how can I express myself more? Right? So that's the point. You don't have to quit teaching to expand your influence. You can thrive beyond the classroom. Right? Thriving beyond the classroom, maybe as an expert, as an advocate, but it's important to thrive. As a creator, it's important to thrive, right? It's important to thrive. And for you to do that, you must be intentional. You must be intentional. And you must have a clear picture of what thriving looks like to you. Because thriving is my thriving is different from your thriving. Your thriving is different from my thriving. Two different things, right? So I need you to pause and ask yourself these questions. Now, we're at that part where you are reflecting. We've moved from pausing to reflecting. You're going to reflect on the teacher that you are becoming. And I'm going to be sharing the 4 hours of teacher transformation with just brief definitions, right? We're at that point where you need to reflect. Okay, you have paused. Now it's time to reflect. I'll share one big truth. Teachers, you are not static, you are emotion. You are not static, you are emotion. Why do I say you are emotion? Every lesson you teach is shaping you too. Teaching is simply learning something twice. That's what it is. Teaching is learning something twice, because what you learned when you were in secondary school, you're teaching it to or the university, or you're teaching it to someone. You have learned it before. You're teaching it to someone. And don't forget that when creating your lessons, especially if you do personalized learning, you always want to adapt your lesson to suit your learner's learning style. Right? And when you are teaching a child whose learning style is different from yours, adults have learning styles, yes. So when you are teaching a child whose learning style is different from yours, you are learning it again. And some lessons I would host, there are lessons I would host. I'll be like, oh, I never saw it this way. Oh my goodness, wow. I'm learning twice. So teaching is simply learning twice. So you are not static, you are emotion, because every lesson you teach is shaping you too. So what does becoming mean to you? Becoming means your future self depends on what you do now. Now, you are becoming every job you take, every school you move to, every contract you sign, every child you teach, every parent you interact with, every colleague you interact with, every book you pick up to read, everything you are becoming. So what are you letting become? What are you letting into you in your journey of becoming? So we have to be intentional with these practices. So some of the 4 hours of teacher transformation, the first is recognize your value. Recognize your value. So what do I mean by
Which class is
recognize your
that?
value? Stop underestimating yourself. Stop,
Mute,
please, you can
please.
mute. Okay,
Mute,
thank you.
I
please.
don't know that. So why are we
Recognize
sharing
your
it?
value.
Mute, please.
They're not supposed to be together. Let's go.
Omotayo Joke. Okay. Can you still hear me?
Yes, we can, very clearly.
Okay. So the 4 hours of teacher transformation, the first is recognize your value. Stop underestimating yourself. Make I just day. Stop it. You are at that point, you might have spent 5 years, 10 years, 15 years in the education sector. Stop underestimating yourself. There are skills that you have gained in this journey. You just need to sit down and find out those skills that you have gained. That's where reflection, pausing and reflection comes in. The second is reframe. Reframe it. In other climes now, you would see the teaching profession has many names now. You see people no longer calling themselves teachers. Some are instructional coaches. Some are, different names, tutor and all of that. But you are more than your job title. The third is reposition. Reposition your skills. Place them where they make the biggest difference. I'll say that again. Place them where they make the biggest difference. You have great communication skills. Why have you not proposed to your school to MC at school events? And why don't you position yourself? Why don't you tell your friends, oh, I do this, I do that? Reposition your skills. The fourth is reach beyond. Reach. So there's recognize, there's reframe, there's reposition, and there is reach. Reach is simply seek opportunities outside your comfort zone. As teachers, most of us, we love our comfort zone. I was at a webinar yesterday, and the person I was listening to said something. He said, make sure that it's okay. He said something, how he said it was, you are on LinkedIn with top school leaders, school owners, and all of that. If you're doing great work and you're putting yourself out there on social media, right? There are cold emails. If you're applying for jobs, I remember when I would apply to schools and I send cold emails. Cold emails they did not tell you they are recruiting. You just send cold emails. It's the same thing. The same way top school leaders and schools poach top talent is the way you should actively position yourself to reach, seek opportunities outside your comfort zone. You want to work in Grange. What have you been doing about it? Have you recognized the value that you bring to working at Grange? Have you reframed your identity? Or when I see you on social media, I see shoes, I see hair, I see water bottle, I see you doing a lot of things. Have you repositioned your skills? And have you started reaching? So these are the 4 hours of teacher transformation. Recognize your value, reframe your identity, reposition your skills, and reach beyond. So I need you to ask yourself, write in your notebook, who am I becoming? In addition to being a teacher, who am I becoming in this journey? 5 years in, 2 years in, 10 years in, 15 years in, who am I becoming in addition to being a teacher? Just write. Just write. So it's not a time to, it's not one of those feel good. This webinar is not one of those feel good webinars. So after this session, you might feel a bit calm, you might feel a bit cold, but it's okay. It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. There are sessions we call clarity sessions. So this could be your clarity session before the school year begins. This could be your clarity sessions, your clarity session. Now, moving on to reset. Step into your power. Power Goals Framework. I'm going to be sharing Power Goals Framework with you, and I need you to write down one goal. Please let me know we are still here. Oh. I can't see any chat in the chat box.
Where is everybody? I'm here.
Yeah, Akombi Bukola says, I'm becoming a teacher who is more concerned about communication and speaking in public. Well done. I love it. And then Ami Baby says, I am observant, persistent, and creative. I am observant, persistent, and creative. Well done. So we're moving to reset, right? Reset, stepping into your power. What is stepping into your power? Stepping into your power is simply combining your skills, confidence, and visibility to create influence and income beyond traditional limits. Remember that I said, who are you becoming in addition to being a teacher? Who are you becoming? You have to make sure that if you want to go far, you have to make sure that all of what you are doing has to still, we can still track it back to say, oh, okay. Oh, I heard a story about one guy who has a talent show. He's always been a teacher, but eventually, he works at Meadow Hall. He eventually, started the talent show and all of that. But if you still trace it back, it's for kids. Celebrities and all of those people come for those talent shows. If you trace it back, it's still a thing of child, his interests are child-centered. So you can still trace it back. Maybe he's that type of teacher who loves singing, dancing, showing up, showing out, but we can still trace it back. So remember that question of who are you becoming in addition to being a teacher, right? So reset. Stepping into your power is simply combining your skills, confidence, and visibility to create influence and income beyond traditional limits. So what's the power goals framework? What is it? It is simply P stands for purpose driven. O stands for open to evolution. W stands for worthy. E stands for expandable. And R stands for resource based. I'll say that again. P stands for purpose driven. O stands for open to evolution. W stands for worthy. E stands for expandable. And R stands for resource based. So let's break it down a bit. Let's unpack. So purpose driven. Purpose driven is simply linked to your why. Why do I do what I do? Why? Why? I show up every day. 6:30, I'm out of the house. Why? Why do you wake up every morning? Why do you teach the kids you teach? Why do you create the lesson plans you do? Why? It can't just be because of a salary. It can't just be. So why? And O stands for open to evolution, flexibility. W, worthy, stretches you beyond comfort. Stretches you beyond comfort. E, expandable, can grow beyond the classroom. That's your power goals. And R, resources based, achievable with what you have now. We're not waiting for the perfect time. Oh, when I have ring lights. Oh, when I have enough money to buy books. Oh, when I change my apartment. Oh, when I move to Lekki. Or when I do this, when I do that. No, achievable with what you have now. When I start earning 200K salary, when I start, when I buy laptop, when I, achievable with what you have now. So the power goal framework is purpose driven. It has to be linked to your why. O, open to evolution. You are flexible. You are flexible. You are not stuck in your ways. Hey, this is how we used to do things. This is how we've been doing this. This is how we've been doing things for 100 years. You are flexible. W, worthy, stretches you beyond comfort. I can stretch. This is not what I'm used to, but I'm open to doing it. I can stretch. Expandable, you can grow beyond the classroom. Resource-based, achievable with what you have now. Not that it looks perfect, but you can achieve something with what you have now. So I need you to think of one goal you can set today, not tomorrow, today, that uses your teaching skills to solve a problem. Money gravitates to people who solve problems. It's just a principle. Money would always gravitate towards people who solve problems. So think of one goal you can set today that uses your teaching skills to solve a problem beyond classroom walls, beyond school walls. Think. We are thinking teachers. You can't ask children to do critical thinking when you don't do critical thinking. Think. Think. Look within and ask yourself, with these skills that I have honed, I have gained, I have, all through my years as a teacher, what skill, what's that thing I can do to solve a problem beyond school walls? Think. It's important that we think. Think. Write down one goal. Are we still here? If we're still here, say hey, hey. Or is it too hot? Are we still here?
It's actually very hot. Hey, my note is full.
So write down one goal. Now let's move. I had to add this part, right? Because I know that it is very important. Many of us have been doing what we've been doing, but it could be because jammed us. They did not give me chemical engineering. I wanted to go and study chemical engineering at the University of Nigeria. They now gave me a Federal College of Education. Adenira Ogusanya College of Education now gave me primary education or food and nutrition to study. Now wow. It's just because of my children. Me, I studied banking and finance. That's, if not, I'll be working I can't be working in a school. I'll be working in a bank. Many things. Many things. As a human being, you must have guiding principles. You must have a mission. You must have a vision. You must have core values. What do you live by? Why do you take the jobs you take? Why do you do the things you do? Why do you take the courses you take? Do you even have a roadmap for your life? Do you have a blueprint for your life? These things are important. Because if you don't have a roadmap for your life, anything goes. Anybody that comes to you, comes to you. That's why some people date who they date. You marry who you marry. Some people are not meant to be married to certain people they are married to. Today, it's just because some of us you don't have what guides you. That's why anything goes. But anything shouldn't go. You are not the sea. Even the sea safe. You are not the ocean. Anything cannot go. You're a human being made in God's image and likeness. So anything cannot go. You are a co-creator. So anything cannot go. So today I need you to ask yourself, who are we? Who am I? Why do I do what I do? What fuels me? Because if you don't know where you are going, you will end up anywhere. It's the truth. It's not a cause. Nobody is pursuing anybody. Yes, I know we wrestle not against flesh and blood. But if you do not know where you are going, you need to know. You might not have a clear picture of where you are going. You might not have the full picture. You might not have the full picture. Of course, we can only plan, but God is the one that directs our path. You might not have a clear picture of where you are going right now, but you're on a track. God can, yes, help you change direction and say, oh, okay, you want to get to Lekki. Okay, your direction is Lekki, right? Your destination is Lekki. Okay, why not pass Freedom Way? Pass Freedom Way. You will still get to Lekki. So he can always, reroute you. It's okay to do that. It's okay. Yes. It's okay to do that. Okay, you are going to Oshodi. let's pass Ilasa. Let's, it's okay to do that. But you need to know. You need to know. Where are you going? With this thing you are doing, where are you going? What legacy do you want to leave behind? Your colleagues, what do you want them to have to say about you? Your friends, what do you want them to have to say about you? Your spouse, all of these things are important. Your mission, your vision, your core values, they are a guiding light for you. Why does this thing matter? Why? I'm just a teacher now. Why does it matter? Because it gives you direction. Direction is very strong. It gives you direction in your career, in your education, in your personal life. It gives you direction. 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 Who am I? Why do I do what I do? What fuels me? These are important questions. So what is your mission statement? What should a mission statement be like? Mission statement is simply your current purpose currently. What's your current purpose? What do you do daily and for whom do you do it? And your vision statement is simply the future you are working towards. This is where I'm going. The future I'm working towards. Okay, at the end of my teaching career, I want to have secured a land. I want to have done this. Okay, because of this, the cost of this land is 1 million naira. This is why I'm doing this. Okay, I'm taking this job of say 20,000 naira, so I can do this. I can do this. I can put this here. I can do this. I can invest in this. I can invest in that. So at the end of 5 years, I would have done this. Okay, I want to pursue a PhD. Okay, I've done this. I've gotten coaches. I've done this. You're on the right track. You are walking towards a future. And core values, the principles you will never compromise on. They are your guiding light. So I need you to write in your notebook in 1 to 2 sentences, write down your personal teaching mission. Why do you teach? Why do you show up every day? Why? I'll give you some examples. For some people, their personal teaching mission could be to ignite curiosity and self-belief in every learner I meet. Maybe coming from, your own learning background when you were in school. Personally, I hated maths because of my teacher, my primary school teacher, primary 5 or so, Mr. Solomon. I don't forget him. So I have made it my life's mission that no child that ever crosses my path hates maths. So it depends on what it is for you, right? For some people, their own teaching mission is to equip young people with skills and confidence to thrive in the real world. It depends. It depends. Your personal teaching mission most likely will not be the same for another person. Most likely will not be the same for another person. It depends. It depends. It depends. It depends. So I want to add to something before we move to the teacher's vow, right? Excellence, attitude, and influence. So I'm leaving you with this. I need you to shine your light, because even the Bible says, whatever a man findeth his hand, whatever a man does with his hand, make sure you do it diligently. So whatever it is that you are doing, do it so well that people can't help opportunities, not just teaching opportunities, different opportunities. And why being excellent at your job, attitude is everything. I'd recommend the book at this point. You would need to read the book Attitude is Everything by John C. Maxwell. When you read that book, I'm very sure you will thank Mrs. O for this session. Attitude is everything, because your attitude will determine your altitude. It will determine it. It doesn't matter how much you are currently earning, how much you are this, or whether you are, all of those things don't matter. Remember that I said resource-based. In the power goals framework, the last is resource-based. What is achievable with what you have now? So attitude determines your altitude. So your skills may get you in the room, but your attitude will keep you there. I'm very sure many of us have heard this quote, but it's really, really important. So in your notebook, I'll need you to think of one area in your work. Is it the way I respond to my HM? Is it the way I take offense at everything my colleague says? Now, I've been an assistant teacher for a very long time, and this girl just came. I'm older than her. I'm more experienced than her. I mean, they are paying me 10,000 and they're paying her 15. For what? And then you have terrible attitude. Terrible. So think of one area in your work where your attitude could shift for better results. I need you to write it down. Is it your complaining? Now, wow, hey, Nigeria, oh, yeah, we complain from morning to night. So it's important that we think. It's important. And as we wrap up, I had to share this, the teacher's vow. So I'll need us to unmute ourselves and repeat this. Repeat this, right? I'll need for us to unmute ourselves and repeat this. I'll need for us to unmute ourselves and repeat this. This is the teacher's vow. I am not confined by the classroom. My skills have no walls. My impact has no borders. I am becoming the teacher the future needs. So please let's unmute and
I am not confined by the classroom. My skills have
my classroom. My skills have no walls. My impact has no borders. I am becoming the teacher the future needs.
thank you.
Future needs.
Thank you. So you can just take a screenshot of this, right, and write it down. And this would help you. You can say this every morning before you leave your home. Say this every morning. And the most important thing, most teachers feel like, oh, I'm confined to the classroom. I can't do anything. Yeah, all of your excuses are valid, but they will not get you anywhere. All the excuses in the world. Now why? It's just 20K. All the excuses in this world are valid. But trust me, it will not get you anywhere. What my friends call me is the queen of implementation. I don't know why they call me that, but all I just need is a thought. I have that conversation with you. A thought drops into my head. I'm doing it immediately. I don't know. I don't need to have it. I'm not the smartest person in the room. I just know how to get the smartest people in my circle. That's just it. And I execute immediately. Because the way ideas drop, it's not only you that the Holy Spirit is. No, it's not only you. So we have to become executors, like speed of light. So don't get to that. I need you to walk into the classroom this year saying, I'm not confined by the classroom. No, you are not. No, you are not. It's the same 24 hours that you have that I have. Nobody has two heads here. It's the same 24 hours that you have that I have. The difference between you and any other person you see acing it is execution, implementation. This session you just finished now is not going to change your life if you don't do anything about it. It's the truth, though. It might just be one of Mrs. O's session. I come, I mark attendance, let it be that I came. But if you don't do anything about what you have learned today, nothing is going to change. I can tell you for free that nothing is going to change. So you need to vow to yourself. You need to take a vow to yourself and say, I'm not confined by the classroom. The same 24 hours Mrs. O has, the same 24 hours Abiola has, the same 24, everybody has that same 24 hours. My skills have no walls. My impact has no borders. And I am becoming the teacher the future needs. It's important that you become the teacher the future needs, because the world is constantly on a learning spree. Like, things are boom, 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 boom. There's always one new thing or the other. So you need to be extremely prepared, extremely knowledgeable, read books, listen to podcasts, watch YouTube videos. Don't just spend your time on Instagram consuming. You can go to YouTube, watch edifying videos on how to better your crafts. So I follow a business coach, and today she said something on one of those videos she shared, and she said something. She said, so many business owners are focused on marketing more than selling. And, she said, so someone dropped in the comments, oh, how do I learn how to sell? And she just said, go on YouTube, just type how to sell. You will see lots of videos, lots. If a video like that has not been created, you can simply type on ChatGPT. Help me, ChatGPT. I want to learn. This is a skill that I have. I want to learn how to do this. It is important that you study to show yourself approved. Study as if your life depends on it. Buy books. The way you invest in buying fluorescent paper at the start of every term. You buy craft materials, you buy different things from different vendors. You buy shoe, you buy clothes, you buy hair, you buy this, you pay rent. Also invest in personal development, buy books, listen to podcasts, buy books, edifying books that can better your craft or better you as a person. It is important. It is important. And when we are bringing it down to your classroom, your students may be your first audience. They may be the first people you will perform live at. You do a live performance for. They may be the first people that you test your communication skills on and all of that. But they should never be your last. They should never be your last. It's important that you keep shining your light, because the world needs it. The world needs it. I don't know if you have noticed, but we're in the last days. So the world needs it. And that's a wrap. Thank you so much. That's a wrap, Mrs. Zoe. Thank you.
Oh my God. Whoops. Let me see. Thank you so very much, Mrs. A. You are wonderful. Where are the comments? Where are the comments? Drop it, drop it, drop it. Like, oh my God. The way you were dropping it, hot. My book is full. I hope we were writing. I hope we wrote. Oh my God. Wow. I am feeling pumped up. Let me see. Where are the comments? Where are the comments? Let's make noise in the comments. Make noise in the comment, oh. Please help me. Yes. You deserve the whole garden. Not just one or two flowers, so all the garden.